We interrupt our regularly scheduled Tarkov raid to discuss things related to Dark and Darker. Translate to English. There you go. So this is Google translated, so forgive me if it's a little bit fucked up, but Dark and Darker, Ironmace appoints director Ju Hun Choi as CEO. Mr. SDF is now CEO. It has reorganized its management structure to improve operational efficiency and achieve sustainable growth. Co-founder was appointed as CEO, and existing CEO, this is Terry Park, was appointed as president. Ironmace plans to flexibly respond to changes in the global game market by strengthening expertise in each field. It then goes on to talk about how Terry is going to focus more on marketing, which is kind of like his thing. CEO Choi plans to oversee the company's overall management and internal organization operations and exercise leadership encompassing development and business. CEO Choi was a technology-based leader, blah, 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 cart writer, blah, 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 blah. Terry Park is a veteran developer who's been in the online game industry over 20 years and has led numerous game development projects at Neo's ThingSoft and others. CEO Park will lead communication with global users and partners and focus on brand expansion. At the same time, he plans to continue to participate in game development and operation as a developer. We have improved our internal structure in a way that can maximize our strengths while maintaining the company's core value of game development centered. Using this structural change as a stepping stone, we will continue to take on diverse and creative challenges in order to present games that can contribute to the global spread of K content. I'm guessing K is for Korea. So yeah, I guess Terry's moving into like a marketing director position, and SDF is going into like he's going to have full reign. Like, it was always his baby to begin with. I think, like, there was, like, a little bit of a power struggle between him and Terry, and now that he has final say, I think that's kind of it. So, I've always said that this is Ironmace's game to screw up. It's Ironmace's game to fail us, fail themselves, whatever. Whether or not this ends up pulling it out, I don't know. I can say that the patch that's coming, like, with the stuff that they're teasing for the next wipe, looks interesting. It looks maybe promising. Maybe. I like that there's not going to be, like, from module to module on the water map at the very least, like, they're kind of doing away with doors. There are rooms to explore, but they're inside of whatever modules that people are entering, and, like, it looks like module to module transfers aren't going to have, like, doorways, at least on the water map. So them going for more of an open concept is kind of cool. And I mean, we'll see if you know, the quote-unquote like memorific vision that we keep kind of joking on is going to end up being the thing that sinks it, or if they end up, you know, I guess recapping some of their player base. I mean, I think everybody would love to see the game do well, right? It's just a matter of whether or not they can pull it off. I don't know. There is one other thing that I almost forgot. There's this image that's been floating around. It says we have something special prepared for ranged users this week's upcoming patch. Get ready for more space for your inventory. And then they show like an image of a quiver, like a model of it. Except if you zoom way in, none of this lines up, and it's supposed to. And you can see that this is obvious, like Photoshop. And there's like this weird, like artifacted thing over the end. It was just really shitty Photoshop that somebody did really quickly, trying to like debate everybody. But it's been getting passed around with people thinking that it was real, and it's just not. I'm not excited for potential of underwater combat. I think it's actually going to be cool. So what I know about underwater combat, okay, from what I have seen, read, been told by like Chunkus and stuff, is that when you're underwater swimming, right, and you're not moving, you're treading water like this, right, like upright, just treading water. But if you're in combat, or if you're moving, right, we've already seen the animations, like your lateral swimming like this. But the swimming forward animation is omnidirectional. So you can be at like awkward angles swimming up and down, you know, depending on which way you're orienting yourself. And if W is down at a 20-degree angle, that's what you look like. That also means in combat, if you are facing your opponent this way, who's treading water, and you attack from this angle, you're slashing down or whatever animation you're doing from whatever weapon, you're hitting them at that angle, like upward or downward or whatever. So it's going to completely modify how combat is perceived in Dark and Darker when you're fighting in the water like that. And I think that will add a whole lot of dynamism to how people play it, and it is more skill expression that way. I'm kind of for it. I think it's going to be cool. Won't that make blocking worse and dead angling even easier? No, because if you're treading water the same way, like you can still orient yourself like flipping over backward and stuff and still block them from those angles, right? It just means that not only are you attacking, but you also have to defend in all of those different angles too. I don't think it makes it worse, it just makes it different. Instead of being able to just block linearly and, you know, you only have to look up 30 degrees or down 30 and like whether or not you crouch or like turn from side to side. Like it changes it. So I think that's cool. I'm down for it. But yeah, anyway, that's I guess that's the latest piece of news. So Ted, like I guess Terry kind of took a little bit of a lower rung on the ladder. He's like 1A now, and SDF's like all the way in charge, like on paper and everything.